Hi friends, this is Denario Research and welcome to the part number 11 of cryptocurrency statistical arbitrage tutorial. We continue working on risk and position manager module. In the previous part we have finished risk management and today we are starting to work on position management. Basically, position manager implementation has three major steps. Firstly, we need to get balance information from Bitfinex exchange. Then, having the balance numbers, we have to make a proper position sizing. So please remember that we cannot lose more than 2% of our account in one trade. And finally, we have to check whether position size meets Bitfinex minimal position size requirements. In this video, we'll implement step number 1, getting balance information from Bitfinex. And in the next video, we'll do the rest. In my previous tutorials, I have already shown how to get balance information from Bitfinex. But today we'll do that in a bit different way. Firstly, instead of Node.js, we are going to use Python, and today we'll try API version 2. There are two ways to get balance information on Bitfinex. The first one is to send wallets a post request, which will provide you balance info on spot exchange, and send margin info request, which will provide you your buying capabilities on margin trading. But since statistical arbitrage requires short trading, we have to definitely use margin info request. So let's check how it's look like. Here is margin info request. As you see, it requires one mandatory field, which is key. Key could be base, which provides general margin information, or specific margin information for symbol. So it might be Bitcoin to US dollars and so on. In our case, we need base margin information. Here is example of response. And from this response, the only thing we need is this margin balance. In order to work with Bitfinex API, we will use Python wrapper, which was created by Bitfinex community. This is nicely built library which can be easily installed, here is installation command, and used in your projects. So I highly recommend it. So let's begin with client installation. Pip3 install Bitfinex version 2 and hit enter. Bitfinex client is installed and we are in trade.py, so let's import that library. From Bitfinex, import client version 2 as client 2. Now let's create client 2. Now let's create bfix object. Bfix equals to client 2. And here we need to provide our API key and secret. So I'll use key and secret from my test account. Okay. Now let's create function which requests margin information. So def, let's call it get balance. It has no arguments but self, and let's type bfix get margin info. By default, if this function has no arguments, it will provide base margin info, actually what we need. So let's try to print it. Print and save code and test this function. We are in main.py, and in order to test getBalance function, let's firstly comment this while loop. Okay, and type somewhere here trade get balance. Okay, let's hit save and go to the terminal. In order to run code, let's type Python 3 main.py and hit enter. Okay, let's wait for balance information. Here it is. As you see, margin information is provided as a list. It contains two elements. The first one is base string, which we do not need, and another one is another list. Inside of this list, we need this number with index 2. This is our margin balance provided in US dollars. So let's pull this number. In order to get that margin balance, let's work with this function a little bit. So let's type USD balance equals to get margin info. Then we get index of that second nested list. And inside of that nested list, let's take second, so actually third element. And let's print that USD balance. Okay, hit save, and let's go to the terminal. Let's run code again. And yes, here is our margin balance. Okay, now let's work further. But here is the problem. Our margin balance is calculated in US dollars, but we are arbitraging pairs where Bitcoin is a base currency. So we need somehow convert US dollars into Bitcoins. In order to do that, we'll request Bitcoin price and we'll divide our US dollar balance by this price, which ultimately give us balance in Bitcoins. For Bitcoin price pooling, we'll use ticker function from our library. It has one argument, symbol, which would be Bitcoin to US dollar, and provides following response. Information about bit, ask, daily change, so on, and the number we are looking for, last price. So let's use this function. BTC price equals to bfx dot ticker and t BTC USD. And let's print this BTC price to make sure that everything works as we expect. So hit save and let's go to the terminal and run the code. So here is ticker response, and this is Bitcoin last price. This inside of this list, it has index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so BTC price equals to BFX ticker, and we have to take 6 elements from that list. Let's save again and test this function. Well, everything works as we expected. Here is Bitcoin price, and now we are able to calculate our balance in Bitcoins. So, BTC balance equals to USD balance divided by BTC price. That's simple. And let's check how it works. Well, here is how my $3 balance looks like in BTC. Since Bitcoin has 100 million satoshis, let's round this number. So it would be, instead of print, we'll type round, and number of digits, it would be 8 digits, and function getBalance will return this rounded balance. So return BTC balance, which is rounded to 8 digits after comma. Well, that's all for today. In the next video, we'll use this balance information to calculate position size. Thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want more videos, and leave your questions in the comment section below. Bye!